Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Prospector Radio. Sorry about the delay tonight. Stuff happens sometimes. It's out of my control. But we're here, a little late, but pretend it's Wednesday, even though it's Sunday. So joining me tonight, I got some of the crew here. First off, we got Miss Kathleen Biffle. What's going on, Kathleen?
Hey, Tim.
Hey, Kathleen.
Glad you were able to get that worked out.
You and me both. Shad's going to have to put this in his computer. This way, if something like this happens...
We have a backup.
Yeah, we got to have a backup. We talked about it before, and we got to make it happen. And Shad,
let's make it happen,
and I
definitely.
want Shad to be the one to take care of it, because I know Shad's computer savvy. You know, he don't have a he don't
more
have
than
a jitterbug.
I am.
Yeah.
We were joking that you needed the jitterbug.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I know the rest of the crew's like jitterbuggy, but you and Shad are computer savvy, so I figure I want Shad to have
Whoa.
What?
She is not computer savvy.
Well, she's in the same household as you.
Just because I work on computers doesn't mean I'm computer savvy.
Ah, I see. Okay, well, I know Shad's computer savvy, so it's like, I know it'd be in good hands. If something like this happens, at least we have a back. We got to do this, Shad. Let's make it happen.
That's right.
Even if it's this week, call me and you'll it'll take us an hour, and we can get it done. You know?
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. Awesome. So, Kathleen, what's been going on? What'd you do this weekend?
We stayed close to home, and we had to catch up on some, going through our footage for the videos, and then I went through some gold, and then we had Tom's Gold Dirt had sent us. He's one of our patrons on Wandering Buffalo, so he had won the Herkimer specimen that we did for a giveaway. So in turn, he does Gold Dirt is what he calls it. Mm-hmm. and it turns out he's like nearby in Ohio. So he had sent us a little sample of his small bag, and we panned it, and it looked great.
Really?
Yeah. So we put a video out today on that review, and see for yourself. And I ordered 2 more bags. So
did you really? You must have really been impressed.
Well, we're gonna save it for giveaways or whatnot, but definitely pretty cool. We spent today just doing those type of things.
Gotcha.
Yesterday we didn't get much done. We saw President Trump.
I seen
he was
that.
in town.
That was cool.
Just down the road from us, so we're like, what the heck? Let's just go down there and stand for 2 hours in the hot sun.
He was in Columbus then?
Yeah,
he was in Lewis Center, right down the road from us. So we needed some Saturday night entertainment. We figured that would give us plenty of entertainment to go see.
It was very entertaining.
I bet.
Well, I seen you guys' pictures, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. They're down there doing their thing and all this and that. But what was so entertaining about it? Tell me more.
You tend to start bonding with the people you stand in line with.
Right.
For 2 hours in the hot sun.
Right.
Then you see the protesters, and then you had the media there, and it was just like watching just a comedy, really. I mean, I just kind of sat back, and then we didn't pack waters, and we thought,
no.
well, there's got to be a water stand out here.
You would think.
There wasn't.
Really? Oh, you need to write your president about that.
We did find a local person who decided to bring a cooler full of water and sell it for $5 a piece.
What a genius.
Well, that was the first person she found. Later on in the line, about an hour and a half later, we found it for 2 for $5.
Yeah, I got price gouged.
And then after that, we found there was 2 for $3.
Wow. So I think the next time he's in town on a hot day, you need to fill a cooler up and go there and sell $5 a bottle. Jesus God!
I don't think I'll be standing in line the next time.
What a racket, man! So what was more interesting, the president or standing in line?
Gosh, they were both equally interesting. Okay. And what was really cool was that there was just so many people that they didn't have enough room. So there was overspill. They had like the big screens, like in one of the gyms, and It was at the high school. And then they had some outside where people were watching, and the president made it a point to actually visit those overspills and address us informally like that.
Well, that's cool. Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, he didn't even have his big seal. He was just stood up on a platform and started talking impromptu. It was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Well, I'm glad you guys went and did that. That was pretty interesting. You had an interesting Saturday then, I'd say.
It was an interesting weekend.
Very cool.
This next Saturday we're going to be out prospecting.
Digging next weekend, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
For sure.
Plans. Uh-huh.
Just locally, not too far, because the kids start school, and we can't go very far until everybody's in their routine, right?
Right. That makes sense to me. Man, but I think it's exciting that you went,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. I mean, what made you decide, hey, we're going to go do that?
I don't even know.
Was it Shad's idea?
Stumbled upon it. I had no idea he was coming, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, he was supposed to be in Delaware. Well, obviously Delaware County. It's for the 12th congressional district.
Yeah.
That Ohio has for our district special election on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously a lot of campaigning on all the candidates and stuff. So Trump was coming in to kind of help support, obviously, the Republican candidate. And they were originally supposed to be at a county fairground in Delaware, but last minute they moved it
right
to just down the road at one of the high schools in our district. So we were like, I've never seen like a president rally, and I don't think Kathleen has. So I was like, hey, we should go do it. I was just joking, and she was interested. So I was like, cool, let's do it. I've been able to see other presidents and vice presidents from when I was in the Marines, but not ever to get something like that, and
right.
from so many different people, as well as, like Kathleen said, it was just so entertaining just to see in person all the stuff that happens that you read about in the paper. So.
And there were so many different types of folks in line too. I mean, it is a big spectrum of constituents.
That's pretty cool then. I seen, some of the protesters and stuff, so that was cool.
I got shamed by a feminist. Yeah.
For what?
I don't know, just showing up and being a woman.
Wow.
So, yeah,
I just tell any protester, regardless what side you're protesting, I just tell them you're welcome.
There you go.
Serving the military, that's you're right there. So You're welcome for defending the freedom for you to say what you want to say and believe in what you want to believe. And
that's right.
I just put a smile on my face.
Yeah.
Kathleen, you should have told her, wow, I couldn't believe it because I thought you guys were fake.
She was angry looking.
Really? She was an angry little thing.
She was an angry lady, and I just, it's too hot. I don't have the energy.
Right.
Did she have thick black glasses with colored hair?
No. Actually, she's just an angry
older woman. That's all.
Lady.
Strange. Very strange, right? Wow.
Yeah, it is what it is,
Well, it's their right, and
definitely.
Everything was respectful though. I mean,
yeah.
There wasn't any of the craziness that you see on the media would have you think that every place is like that. I'm sure there's pockets, but it was what it should have been. It's healthy protesting,
right.
As long as it didn't, except for the shaming part, that kind of sucked. But other than that, it was good.
I always
I don't know why she targeted me.
I don't know.
I was thinking 20 years when they look back and they're going to think, what was I thinking? You know what? And they got the freedom to do whatever they want, and that's why most of us think it's funny because they kind of go overboard with it. But
yeah,
well, it was good to see firsthand, and I mean that's the thing. You watch the news, and it Kathleen and I talk about this all the time. It hits you on both far sides of the spectrum of the parties. And it's really not a true picture of what's going on in the U.S. and how people feel. Sure, people disagree, but really, I'd say the majority of everybody is really civil about it and polite in some aspects. Yeah, we're passionate, but, it was nothing like what the media always portrays, the two sides going at it. I mean, it was nice to experience and see really how it is probably in most places.
Right.
Strange.
And they were announcing on the speaker, everybody be respectful. Nobody's to touch any protesters. Everybody has the right, to do this. And it was very patriotic.
Well, that's cool.
And very hot.
And very hot. Patriotic and hot. Interesting.
Yes, but I have a great piece tonight. I hope we have time to do it.
We're going to speed through the intros, and we'll get to that then. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing just kind of revisiting a closer look of the Carolinas. We know that the Cronies Club outing will be held there, so this is kind of going in line with that, because guess what? That Cronies Club outing is next month.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I know, right?
God, I wish I could go. It just drives me nuts.
I wish you could go to Stillwater.
Stillwater. Well, Still or Swift, it don't matter. It's the water, boy. Right?
It's good to be here, and better late than ever.
Oh gosh, yeah. At least we made it, and that's what counts, Very sorry, like I said, sorry about that. It happens, but we're here, So
we'll have a disaster recovery plan.
Yes, we will. We will definitely get a disaster.
This is resilience.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. All right. Well, Kathleen, thank you for being here. I'm really glad you stuck around and you made it. So thank you very much. All right. Also joining us tonight, we got the other half of the Biffles. We got Shad Biffle. What's going on, Shad?
Not a whole lot. Just sitting here twiddling my thumbs for over an hour, trying to stave off all the angry GPS people. Where's the show at?
And I have to say, all of you in the chat room who stuck it out, thank you so much for being so patient.
Yes, and thanks for sticking around. So, and not giving up on us to have the show tonight. So.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for sticking around. So, what's going on, Shad? Did you enjoy your little presidential thingy?
Oh yeah, I always like. I mean, You get to see and meet other veterans and some old-time veterans, so that's kind of cool just to see them out, still passionate about their country. And
one guy was standing on his wheelchair.
Yeah, and he was a Korea-era Marine.
Wow.
Fought in Korea back in the 50s. And, he was on his little motorized cart, but, when it came time when, the president came into our area where we were, the overflow in one of the multiple gymnasiums, he stood up right on there just so he could see. I was like, please don't fall.
I know everybody around him was like,
so worried.
I'm sure it would have been like the mosh pit and the,
Oh yeah, everybody was watching him just in case he started to slip. But that was cool. And he actually, before we even went in, he was being interviewed by the media and stuff and getting to, comment on things. So that was kind of cool. And it was a fun experience, and
awesome, bro.
Learned what to do next time if we ever go to one, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So,
and what not to do.
Yeah.
What to do or what not to
do. We thought we showed up 3 hours ahead of time, we'd be okay. Evidently, we needed to be there 5 hours.
Yeah.
But no, it was cool. It was a good weekend, and like Kathleen said, we're getting through a lot of footage. We have to have some more videos come out. We'll do some things that we've been meaning to do that always gets in the way and backed up on stuff. So yeah, that, and we got 5 dogs and we had to groom them all today. Let's just say we could have had knitted a whole blanket king size out of all the hair that came off on them.
I think you said that the last time you did that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they shed nonstop. German shepherds. Oh my god.
You know what, Shad? If you find somebody, and then you'll be really amazed because they're really closer to you than you think they are. But my mom used to, when we raised rabbits, they used to comb out rabbit hair, and they would actually use a spinning wheel to make them into yarn. And there's a lady that's been doing that with dog hair. So if you get that much hair, you could actually take it to somebody with a spinning wheel, have it in the yarn, and then somebody can make you a blanket out of that dog hair.
I don't know, all that pet dander though.
I've heard of that.
That's crazy.
You can.
I think they clean it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet they do. They'd have to,
but. Oh yeah, I'm sure they do. You know, it'd be pretty cool to have a pair of socks made out of your dog's hair.
I don't know.
I don't think I would do that. No, I'm crazy dog lady, but no.
Ah. Well, I don't know. They might be pretty comfy socks. You never know. Might be pretty warm. So you looking forward to next weekend then, Shad?
Oh yeah, especially as hot as it was this weekend, and it's like you just wish you were in the creek to cool off. Mm-hmm. The humidity has been out of control, and it's just the air. You walk outside, it is just so stinking heavy out there.
I know, it's brutal, isn't it?
Definitely looking forward to get some creek time next week, and we got something cool that we're working on to do and film this coming weekend. So
I'm excited.
Very cool. Awesome.
Yeah,
I'm excited for you guys. Well, Shad, I'm glad you made it. You want to go ahead and let us hear them metal prices and your birthdays?
You betcha.
Well, roll with it, brother.
As we know, gold sure took a beating last week. It did end up going up as of Friday, but the price is still at $1,213. So it's low, and I don't know, man. I'm hoping it stays above the $1,200 mark now.
Yeah.
But silver's up 10 cents, closing at $15.38. So that's been doing okay there. It's ever since Wednesday, it's been on a little small going up trend. So we'll see if it keeps moving that way. Mm-hmm. Platinum climbed $7 to $830. Now, palladium, though, did fall $4 to $909.
Uh-huh.
So.
Well, we'll see what it does Wednesday, right? What do you think gold's going to do, Shad?
I'm thinking it's going to go up some.
It's an election. What do you think that'll do?
I think it'll go up some. I don't think we're going to see a huge jump, but I think we'll see some.
A couple bucks?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, well, what about your birthdays? I know Dennis ain't here to sing for you, so you want Scott to sing again?
No, I don't want to do that to people. We'll just jump right into August 5th birthdays. We got Clyde.
Wait,
what?
It was Tim's birthday.
Oh, that's right. Yesterday, right?
Friday.
Same thing.
Yeah, kind of. Sort of.
Sorry, I had technical difficulties there.
That's okay.
I'm a day behind.
That's all right.
Well, happy birthday, Tim.
Thank you,
Today's August 5th, so we have Clyde Mason, Greg, Helen, Jack Stangl, Jim Locke, Larry G. Knight, Martin Heckard, Matt, Philip Dreisler, Sherry Munoz, William Henry Cox, and then tomorrow we have Alan Hayes, Christopher Smith, Frank Calamino, Fred Preached, Gary Fame Keeney, Jen Johnson, Jennifer Johnson, Kenneth B. Gentry, and Paul Grant. So happy birthday.
Happy
day.
See, you could have had him sing, Shad, if you're... I know you didn't want to do that.
Oh, happy day.
He said no, Scott.
Oh, happy day.
He said no.
Well, okay, Toledo Jess, I think it's tomorrow. Sorry. The list cut you off then and didn't show you.
What?
But happy birthday tomorrow.
Jesse's birthday's tomorrow?
Jesse Mendez.
Well, happy
formerly
birthday,
known as El Swanko.
El Swanko.
El Swanko. Happy birthday, man. Cool. That is awesome. Man, oh man. Pretty neat. Well, Shad, thank you for being here, brother, and thank you for doing such a good job with everything you do. I appreciate it. Okay?
Got it.
Awesome. Also joining us tonight, we got our West Coast connection sitting in with us, Mr. Scott Swiftwater Tony. What's happening, Scotty boy? Well, that was fast.
No, never mind. I'm still. I hit the wrong button. I hit the blue button instead of the clear button.
Genius.
Anyway, I'm actually inside tonight because, man, it's still definitely hot out today. And I'll tell you, anybody here in Arizona, if you're prospecting, I give you kudos. You better be way north.
How hot is it?
I'll tell you, it's like 108 or 109 still right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and the pool does not even feel like a pool anymore. It's not even fun.
Really?
Oh, it's like hot. It's ridiculous. A fish couldn't even live in it.
I see.
You know, out here in the East, people get heaters for their pools. You'd think you'd have a cooling system for your pools.
I know.
Wouldn't that be something?
You would think that would make.
Just put some blocks of ice in it.
Did I just give $1 million idea away?
I was going to say the blocks of ice is
did,
the way they
Shad.
actually do it.
Sorry, I think
That's
you
so
did.
funny.
So what's
But,
going on with you, Scott?
The week's been going good. You know, just been doing working and stuff like that, and been talking some stuff over pretty serious with the old lady.
Mm-hmm.
And I think old Swiftwater is going to go back into full time again, gold mining. You know, I would come out of last year's gold season because of lack of water and things to do what we needed to do and get enough stuff ran to keep actually myself above float into the season. But this year, I'm actually going to do, I think, some different stuff. Like I've already made up my mind that I'll probably work the Arizona season here, and then when summer comes around, I probably might go north for a little bit, and then back out to the East Coast, out towards your guys' way, maybe. I'm just
float outing.
I don't know. Maybe I just not to this next one, but I mean this is like in the future. And you know, right now I got at least 3 months before I'm even going to go back out into the field. But I got to get things set up and stuff like that. You know, I've got all the tools of the trade to do anything I want to do. And I've really been looking at some different aspects of what to do mining. How can I make good wage, you know, for what I'm doing? And I've got a couple great ideas, and I think they're going to be really phenomenal.
Cool.
And I want to do, you know, I want to start getting back into making my videos, you know, because that's what I set out to do, is to show people that, hey, you can do this and educate people and stuff like that. And here lately, you know, it kind of drives me nuts. I see a lot of people making videos, and I mean, Shad and Kathleen, you guys get to make videos just because you know where you're living at, and it's highly accessible for you guys to get out there. But right now, man, I'm on a dead standstill, so to speak. So
That's how we are in the winter.
yeah, in the winter, you're right. You're true. You can do that, but you still get out there in the old cold water though, and you're still brave enough to dive in.
Yeah, not last winter. It was just way too cold.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Yeah.
was awful.
It was just brutal. So it was like, there'll be none of that.
Exactly. But I've, like I said, me and Lisa's made the decision that, you know, I'll be happier off digging gold. She's got things coming up, and on a personal level on her says it would be better that if I wasn't even around, because she can concentrate better on what she has to do, things like in company wise and stuff like that. So I
you're
think
not
it's
doing the barbecue anymore.
well, I'm going to have to put that on the back burner. Okay, you know, I told my boss already, you know, he was talking about this and that, and I was like, you know what, I'm not a barbecue guy with a gold digging passion. I'm a gold digger that cooks barbecue, you know, or sells barbecue. So I hope they're gonna understand. I mean, I'm not just gonna drop them and walk out or nothing like that. I'm gonna make everything, you know, the P's and Q's and the are there, and the T's are crossed, I's are dotted. Make sure that the place is, you know, taken over by somebody that's capable of doing it. But yeah, I can't. It's just not me. It's just not me. If I'm not happy, I don't like it, I just end up just getting upset, just walking out, and I don't want to do that. So,
Gotcha.
Yep.
Well, that makes sense. You know.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just like I said. I come out of last year's season. I really had high hopes, and about 2 months in, you know, I was sitting here thinking, hey, this could hang me right here. This could be just that typical season that nothing happens, no rain, no water. You know, even dry washing is still just killing you. I was like, man. Then, you know, like I said, they called and said they were going to open that store. So I was glad to come out of the gold season and help them out. Not only because there was no water and everything like that, just because, you know, they are two of my friends, and I know they needed the help to actually get the store going and making it go right. So
right.
It's just that way. But yeah, like I said, I want to get back out. And my next gold season's coming up, and I really don't want to miss it. And actually, when my gold season is going on is when I would make the most money at my barbecue. But I got to choose the path that I think that I was set for, and go pretty much down that road with it.
Okay. Well, kind of makes sense. Well, I'm glad you made it tonight. Sorry,
Yeah.
Sorry about technical difficulties, but
Oh, that's all right.
least
And
you're here.
anybody listen right now, I'm trying to put together a fantastic Wednesday show. I've come up with something that I've been very interested in for a very, very long time, but I'm trying to get in touch with a couple of people that are really knowledgeable in what I want to know, such as rules, regulations, what to use, how would you go about doing it. So I want to pick up on the guys that I know that know more about it than actually I do to discuss it. So I might have some call-ins Wednesday, and it might be a great show. I'm hoping.
I'm sure it will be. You know it.
Well, I mean, I was going to try to do it maybe and see about doing it tonight or something like that, because we know, Rich is gone. He's up there dredging and stuff like that. So Cooley's Corner wasn't going to be there. I thought maybe I could get somebody to call it, but I couldn't get it together fast enough when I put the feelers out there. So maybe they'll get with me throughout the week, and then I could throw something together for Monday or Wednesday. We could throw that in the mix.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, Scott, thank you for being here, brother. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back with Kathleen's Closer Look. We'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight, and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
Just stopped by on my way home to show you all my gold.
You've been digging into some Jimbo's gold pay dirt.
Yeah, Jimbo's gold made me a hero.
Huh?
Got an amazing idea and supplies on sale from Jimbo's website. With bad weather, bored kids, and stressed wife, I threw a panning party for the kids and their friends. All the moms got a break, kids had a blast. Hero.
Happy kids, happy wife, great gold. That's why Jimbo's Gold is always my first choice.
Did you teach panning or share your prospecting knowledge? Then you are our hero. Tell us your story for a chance to receive a hero's reward at www.jimbosgold.com/hero.
All right, everybody, we're back, and we don't have a segment or a thing for this yet, Kathleen.
No, that's fine.
It's time for Kathleen's Closer Look.
All right.
Wing it.
August 5th today, 2018. I'm doing the Closer Look on the California I messed up already. Carolina Gold Rush 2.0. So in March, I delivered this originally and thought we would revisit the piece on the the Carolina Gold Rush.
Twice.
She's going to do this all night.
I probably
Strike
will. It's getting late. So
pretend it's Wednesday.
So anyway, this is to get us ramped up for our Cronies Club outing next month. If any of you missed the original Closer Look in March or that little short blurb I did when we announced the Cronies Club outing, well, here it is again. Those of you who caught that program, I did add some extra info from the last time. So Crony Club members attending the outing can listen to this and see it in a different light. So, obviously, we've all heard of the California Gold Rush. Well, there's also a Carolina Gold Rush. This is way before just a little before the 1849ers went west. North Carolina has an interesting tale about the discovery of gold, which sparked this rush during the California Gold Rush's peak years, which began in 1802. Gold mining was second only to farming. When it came to the number of North Carolinians it employed, that was what the popular professions, if you will, was. The estimated value of gold recovered reached over $1 million a year, and back then that's a lot of money. So North Carolina led the nation in gold production until 1848, when it was eclipsed by the Great Rush to California. So what happened in North Carolina anyway? Well, it was known to be the first discovery of gold in the United States, though some folks in Georgia would argue that they were the first state to find gold. The Carolina Gold Rush, we'll start with John Reed. He was actually an illiterate Hessian mercenary from Germany. He deserted the British Army in Savannah during or near the end of the Revolutionary War. He made his way to the lower Piedmont area of North Carolina. Piedmont is the name given to the middle region of the state, located between the coastal plains next to the Atlantic and the mountain regions. Specifically, Reed was located in Cabarrus County in the south central part of North Carolina. So there's three regions that make up North Carolina. Like I said, the coastal plain, the Piedmont, and the mountains was also referred to as the Blue Ridge Mountain area. Henderson County, that's where we'll be for the Cronies Club outing. It's located in the Blue Ridge Mountain region of the state. So that's about 2 counties southwest of the southern Piedmont area, and it's about 4 to 5 counties west of Cabarrus County, where Reed found the gold. So John Reed started his farm in that county. There were a lot of German settlers at the time in that area. One day, his 12-year-old son Conrad was playing. He was playing in the Little Meadow Creek, and he found a really large yellow rock. The rock reportedly weighed about 17 pounds, and for 3 years, the family used it as a doorstop at the Reed house, up until 1802. John Reed, he had no concept of gold, but he knew his rock to be unique and very heavy. It is reported that he first brought it to William Atkinson, a silversmith in nearby Conrad, North Carolina. However, strangely enough, Atkinson was unable to identify it as gold. So John Reed later would take it to a jeweler in Fayetteville. He identified it as a gold nugget. So this jeweler asked John Reed to leave the nugget with him so that it could be smelted. When Reed returned, he was shown a gold bar that measured roughly 6 to 8 inches long. They agreed on a price of $3.50. Having no knowledge of the real value of his discovery, he agreed on the price. Wow. So the merchant, whose name is now unknown, gladly paid him and received roughly what's basically $3,600 worth of gold.
Wow.
It was not long before Reed realized he'd been swindled, and he supposedly recovered about $1,000 from a jeweler, it was reported. Later, Reed found a couple partners to help dig it for the gold in the creek bed of Little Meadow Creek when it dried up. The location of Reed's gold mine was located in an area known as the Carolina Slate Belt. Mm-hmm. This is a geologic formation that cuts diagonally across the Central Carolinas. So a lot of gold nuggets were found at this creek, and specifically in that area next to the creek, and they called it the potato patch, just because people compared digging nuggets as digging up potatoes.
Wow,
that'd be
cool.
Nice. Other Piedmont farmers began exploring their creeks and finding gold. By 1832, more than 50 mines were operating in North Carolina, and they employed more than 25,000 people. And like I said, next to farming, that's what they did. They mined for gold. John Reed obviously was a wealthy man when he died in 1845, and the Reed mine was sold at public auction. It changed hands a lot, just back and forth until 1911. That's when the last underground work took place there. So placer miners found the last large nugget at Reed in 1896, and it weighed 23 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Cow. Man.
Yeah. Today, there are 100 counties located in North Carolina. Well, based on official geological records of the state of North Carolina and the federal government, there are 300 gold mines and prospecting and painting locations in almost 40 of the counties. So, Henderson County, this is where we'll be for the outing. It is, like I said, located in the mountain region of North Carolina. That's western North Carolina. The area is actually smaller than the Piedmont and coastal plains. The elevation in this region reaches more than 1 mile high. The Blue Ridge Mountains separate the Piedmont from the mountain region. Other ranges, there's other mountain ranges in the area as well. It's a pretty cool geological area, though. Nearly all the quartz that goes into making silicone wafers world over comes from the mines in spruce pine. This makes Mitchell County, I think it's a town of like 2,000 people. It's basically the heart of the multi-billion-dollar computer industry. Mitchell County is 3 counties north. Ancients, as the state's, that's what they referred to the state's earliest residents. They were known to pull mica out of spruce pine in the spruce pine area over 2,000 years ago. They used it as money and to decorate graves. That was kind of an interesting fun fact. Yeah. The rocks that make up the Appalachian Mountains also make up many of the bridges, roads, and highways that crisscross the state of North Carolina. So granite is so important to the North Carolinians that it is actually their state rock.
Really?
They say that the mountains in North Carolina are some of the oldest in the world. So the Blue Ridge Mountain region, that's where we'll be, is 200 miles long and 15 to 55 miles wide, and it makes up 10% of the state. So it's made up of rocks about 1 billion years old. This mixture of rock has been just repeatedly squeezed, fractured, faulted, and folded. The rock's substrata far beneath western North Carolina's soil actually has never stopped shifting, and people who live in that area can even feel mild earth tremors today.
Wow.
So within the Blue Ridge Zone is the Blue Ridge Belt, the geological name for the rock that's underlying most of the area in western North Carolina. Also within the Blue Ridge Belt is the Spruce Pine Mining District, as we talked about earlier. It takes up land in Avery, Mitchell, and Yancey counties. One of the most famous mines in western North Carolina where we'll be heading is the Sinkhole Mine. It's 7 miles southwest of Bakersville in Mitchell County. Its history goes back centuries. Historians are estimating they believe it's been mined by Native Americans way before the white settlers had arrived. And I guess back then they had found trees that were 300 years old.
Wow.
So, and it was like interwoven in like some of the tailings in the rock piles. So that's, I guess, how they know that it was mined back then.
Right.
You can still find gold in western North Carolina, although most of the gold is in, north central. of the Piedmont, you can still find it in the creeks and rivers in Transylvania, Henderson, Buncombe, McDowell, and Burke counties, all within that area. Gold was not the biggest producer for Western North Carolina, but it was present. And we had talked before about the Boylston mine. This was the hydrothermal vein deposit that is in Henderson County. It was first mined by William B. Allison in the winter of 1880. He had worked the decomposed vein outcropping by washing and sluicing. He had great results. The exploration was so favorable that the Boylston mine was official in 1886. So the mine is in the Appalachian Highlands of North Carolina in Henderson County. So this mine was abandoned by 1894. It was abandoned. The mine was reopened in the 1930s. However, exploration yielded very little commercial amounts. So what is the significance of that? Well, the Boylston mine is about 8 miles away from where the Cronies Club outing will be held. The mine is located at the south side of Forge Mountain near South Fork Mills River Creek. So, people
I would so be taking my metal detector and just kind of getting off the beaten path, maybe in the woods, because that's an awesome place. Because you got to think, we did the Civil War and all that stuff. You never know what you could find, and you can find a piece of gold.
And that's what I was getting ready to go into. You can still take your metal detector to the Cronies Club outing. They are opening the field there. You can pan for gold, and they say that you can find gems in these creeks up here. So you can find rubies, sapphires, garnets, emeralds, and an occasional diamond. Like I said, you can also detect for gold nuggets, but there are also old churches and schools in the area for finding coins and jewelry. Of course, get permission first. A little bit about Henderson County. In 1838, the southern part of Buncombe County, they actually took that area to make Henderson County. And the county is named after Leonard Henderson. He's a Chief Justice of North Carolina Supreme Court from 1829 to 1833. And according to Terrell Guerin's Mountain Myth, Henderson County supplied roughly 1,296 men to the Confederate Army and 130 men to the Federal Army. There's much to see when it comes to the Civil War in this area, so I'm thinking maybe we may go to one of these historic sites just to visit. I was surprised to see how many there were in that area.
I think it'd be cool.
Well, when you in Henderson, this place where we're going is just south of Asheville, North Carolina. And Asheville, North Carolina, because of the strategic location, it became a major Confederate military center during the Civil War. Mm-hmm. It had several encampments around the area, and there were many skirmishes in the region.
See, now chances are really high and possible to find something cool.
Right. So there'd be some pretty cool finds. So let's talk about what kind of animals you need to watch for in this area. These would be dangerous animals, okay? All right, so I read that the timber rattlesnake exists there, the eastern diamondback, and pygmy. There are 3 types of rattlesnakes found in North Carolina. They're found throughout the state except for the pygmy, which is only found in the southeastern region. The eastern diamondback is the most dangerous rattlesnake in all of North America. All 3 are not naturally aggressive, but their potent venom and their elusive habitat, they're a good reason to look before stepping. So half of a rattlesnake's bite occur out of just accidents. Basically, people step on them. Wow. And they only will strike in defense. So with that being said, it's important to keep your eye out for hiking, but you really have to worry about them in early to mid-spring. So I think we'll be okay in September. I think they're just getting ready to hibernate. They say October, I think, is when that happens. Obviously, copperheads, you can find those throughout the state. They prefer to be in wooden areas surrounded by rocks or streams. Some of the best places to be prospects.
Yep.
So people are really afraid of these snakes. One bite is to be feared during the summer. That's when they're at their peak. They will take hiding during the day in sheds, wood piles, debris, and stumps. While bites are not typically fatal, they are extremely painful. I don't want to find out.
Right.
And just for a helpful tip, when you're walking through the woods, and if you come up across a log, step on the log, don't step over the log.
Right. Good.
That'll get you bit.
Mm-hmm.
Really? That's a good thing to know.
Because when you step up on the log, then you jump off. You're within 2 feet of coming off the log. If you go over the log, your foot is right next to where they're laying.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that is something we'll have to look out for. We're just not used to snakes like that here in Ohio. And, if you're from that area, you're probably already got your radar up.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Black bears actually are down there, but they say they're a tad friendlier than the brown bear, but they really shouldn't be messed with.
Tad.
Black bears tend to keep to themselves, and they prefer a large, uninhabited, wooded landscape. You can find black bears in the mountain region, which is where we'll be, of western North Carolina, and actually in the coastal swamplands of eastern North Carolina. Black bears tend to come upon your campsite, but they rarely attack without warrant. It's basically kind of cool to see a black bear than to be afraid of it, evidently.
Gotcha.
But I wouldn't try to chase it out.
I was going to say, go chasing it.
No, don't do that.
No.
All right, North Carolina obviously has a lot of snakes, and actually 6 of them are venomous. But the cottonmouth is one to fear the most.
Yeah.
This venom is more dangerous than a copperhead, and it can be fatal. And they are found primarily in the eastern region of the state, in the swamps, lakes, rivers, and all of those bodies of water. So we'll be in the western part. I think we'll be okay, but I'm sure there are still water snakes in the creek.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, if it looks like a cow patty, look at it twice.
Roger that.
But they say, you see water snakes during the daytime in hot and humid weather. But snakes in general in North Carolina, they emerge late March or early April.
Okay.
And they go into hibernation in October. Most land snakes are much more active at night. And as if snakes weren't bad enough, there's spiders. All right, so I read this, the black widow spider. You can find those throughout the state, but they are mostly in the eastern regions. So I think we'll be okay because we are in the west. The female spider prefers to create her web in dark corners. Watch out for tree stumps again, any wood piles or overgrown areas. They just don't really come up and bite you. It's mostly accidental bites that people will suffer. Always check your shoes, just in case one is hiding in there, or any other type of horrible spider could be hiding in there too. They say where there's one, there's likely to be others. So it's not uncommon to see them in dark areas. And this was kind of interesting, and I thought I would throw this one in. Western cougars. They're known as mountain lions, panthers, and pumas. They rarely expand their breeding habits close to North Carolina, but eastern cougars once readily inhabited the state, and they have made their mark on several landmarks. So throughout the 18th century, due to hunting and persecution and loss of habitat, the eastern cougar is pretty much eradicated in North Carolina, but there have been some rare sightings. So just keep that in mind.
What about Sasquatch?
I didn't think about that, but anyway, the South Fork Mills River Creek obviously is going to be where we're going to be looking to go prospecting in North Carolina, and we're looking forward to seeing all of the Club members who are coming. Actually, and we looked at the list of folks who are coming, and the states that will be represented in this year's Crony Club outing are North Carolina and Ohio, of course. We've got Indiana, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Kansas, Alabama, Texas, Missouri, Virginia, Georgia, and even Alaska. Wow. So how about that?
Oh, Michael Myers did post that there are black bears that eat from the dumpster about 200 feet from where we'll be.
Oh. Yeah. All right, so we are not hanging our trash bag outside.
The range just got closer.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just give our trash to Dennis. He's not here tonight. He may be listening, so let's just give him all our trash and hold it outside his trailer.
Oh, and he also said there's been black panthers seen on the farm, so great.
Wow.
So it's like a safari we'll be on.
Yes. So I'll end with just the weather. I know all of you are wondering, like, what's this weather going to be like? And I know Razor was wondering because, he's so far removed from the climate where he's at. But I was looking at the extended forecast, and I know it can change. So let me tell you what it is today. The weather will not be as muggy when we are at this outing. The lows will be in the 50s, and the highs are typically in the 70s with clouds and sun.
Wow.
And that is the closer look on the Carolinas 2.0.
Pretty awesome. I think that's pretty cool. Great job, Kathleen.
So, how many spots do we have left?
Three.
We have three.
We have three.
I'm telling you what, you guys out there, if you want to go, I would jump on them.
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah. Because 3 to go. So.
And if you're coming to the Cronies Club outing, definitely bring a wetsuit. The water will be cold that time of the year.
Okay. Good to know. More stuff that's good to know. We'll give them more information as it gets closer.
Oh, yeah. We'll have tidbits as we go.
Yeah. Now, what's that county in again, Kathleen, that we're going to be?
Henderson County.
Henderson County. Somebody sent me a message and asked me that, and I was wondering, Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So that is where it is. Got it. Got it.
Man, it's going to be a cool outing, you guys. It'd be great if it was all the way sold out. But I mean, to get everybody except for just 3 is still great. But I hope everybody comes in and it's going to go and grabs the spot, man. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, heck yeah.
Well, and we may have some vendors there too that want to come hang out and visit. I think Spike may be able to come, right?
So I hear.
And I know that we've also put out an invite to Todd Martin, I believe Michael did for us, from Martin Prospecting. And then I swear, I think Razor might have even invited Doc from Gold Hog.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, why not, right?
Since they're all pretty close.
And Bill Bureau.
Yeah, oh yeah, can't forget about Bill at Carolina Prospectors. We've sent out an invite to him too to just kind of stop by if you can. So
now, are you guys going to do a raffle there too as well, or no?
Oh, there's going to be all sorts of fun things.
All right. Well, since you said that, I got something special in mind, and I'm going to send it to Tim. Tim, you're going to be there, of course, right?
Oh, of course.
But anyway, I'm going to send it to Tim. But you can't open it until somebody wins it.
Okay, that's fine.
It's good. It'll be cool.
I'll leave it sealed.
Oh yeah, and we can't forget about the T-shirt that Dennis has gotten an awesome hookup. For the Cronies Club outing, they are limited edition type of shirts to sport around. So make sure you reach out to Dennis or any of us if you'd like one with your shirt size, how many, and they are $20 a piece to help raise money to hopefully have Cronies Club outing out west next year.
Yes,
have we
the goal with this?
That is the goal.
Have we got any pictures of the shirt yet?
I've posted some a while back of what the design is. I can go ahead and post them again on Gold Prospector Space. So
cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, really cool. They are nice shirts. So anybody wants?
Hey, post that on Gold Prospectors Radio too on Facebook.
Oh, I will.
Oh, that's a
cool.
good idea. Real good idea. Heck yeah.
Yeah, I was interested. I was like, I wonder what they look like. Because I thought you guys ordered them, but you haven't had it be you wasn't able to take a picture of them yet because you didn't get them in yet.
Correct. Yeah, he's waiting to put the order in, but I think really we need to find out within, probably the next couple weeks to make sure there's adequate time to get them made. But yeah, I'll share the design on a mock-up shirt so everyone can see what they'll look like. They're pretty cool. So.
Well.
And they're going to be one color?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I'll have to double check with Dennis, but I believe black. Because, yeah, black's cool.
Totally.
It's not cool, though. Black retains heat.
Well, you just read the weather, so it'd be perfect to retain the heat there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, get your orders in. If you want one, you gotta let us know. For sure. Let us know.
Yeah, and if you can't make it and you want a shirt anyway and you like it, just let us know as well. So you don't have to be coming to the Cronies Club outing to have the shirt.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. And we got some things going on that kind of surprised that I didn't know about. So you want to stick around for that. It's going to be pretty cool. So we'll be right back, everybody.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit dirthogpaydirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. dirthogpaydirt.com, the best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time, tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
You're listening to Prospectors Radio, bringing you 2 hours of information and commentary on the fascinating world of gold prospecting and treasure hunting.
Everybody, we're back again. Dang. So let's see. We covered that. Kathleen, I'm going to need you to get me a name and have it ready.
Hey, Tim.
Yes, Scott.
There's some people in the chat room. Is you don't have to be a crony to get one of the Crony Club's T-shirts, right?
No. If they want one, they can get one.
Okay.
Sure can. Anybody can get one. Just got to let us know size, how many, and easy peasy, and we'll get it taken care of from there. We'll let Dennis know, so all good. Just let us know. Right? Simple enough. So, Kathleen, did you hear when I said I need you to get me a name?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well, don't
I was on mute.
Don't
Sorry.
say it yet. First, I want to announce we did a redraw for our patron nugget being sponsored by our good friends over at Tommy Knocker's Pay Dirt. And the winner of that is Alaskan American. He's one of our premium patrons. And
Cool.
so he is the lucky patron. So I'll send him a message if he's not listening tonight and let him know. And don't forget that's being sponsored by our good friends over at Tommy Knocker's Pay Dirt. And also, the reason I asked you to draw a name is because our good friends over at Tommy Knocker's Pay Dirt is going to give away a 1 pound bag of dirt tonight with 1 plus grams of gold in it. So
1 pound.
Yeah, so what do you think about that?
That's pretty awesome.
So
hey, is my name in the chat room? I think it is, right?
Probably.
I find it funny that you had to create a new profile because you can't remember the email address you used to sign up and forgot your password.
Yeah, I know it.
I also find it funny you used your name in all lower caps.
Did he?
All lower cases.
That's how I type, man.
That's
so
Scott.
you're just a little guy.
I was doing it quick, really fast.
That's
Smarty
Scott.
pants. I was just doing it so I could make sure I was in on the chat room tonight with the radio station come on.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to get with Tim and find out if he can remember or if he's look up my email address that I'm signed in under.
Okay. No, I can't.
I got a name.
Okay, Kathleen, go ahead. I'll do Jeopardy tonight. All right. Let's remember the rules are as always. When Kathleen calls your name, you have 1 minute, 30 seconds to answer in the chat room that you are here. So, Kathleen, take it away.
The name is Donald Land.
Donald
All right.
Land.
I bet Donald Knox got all excited.
I bet he did. Donald Land. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Oh, last name Land.
Donald Land.
Donald O'Land.
Donald Land.
If you're out there, say you're here in the chat.
A little Donald's Blacksmith.
Donald Land, come on. We're waiting
1
for
pound
you.
bag of pay dirt. That's awesome.
Come on.
Donald O'Land.
Come on,
Where you
tick-tock. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Donald, are you out there?
Come on, we did the Jeopardy for you.
Oh man, it hurts so good.
I hate when they don't respond.
Yeah.
Donald Land,
No, this is a pound bag. And how much gold did you say is in there?
a gram
Oh,
plus.
huh.
So it's like, come on.
Oh no. Unless he's just waiting the exact last minute.
Kathleen, you better get another name ready.
I'll just pick the number 2 name on the list.
Okay, what? A couple more seconds. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh man, so close but so far.
Dun. Time is up. All right, Kathleen.
Just like gold digging.
Let's hear the next name then.
All right, the number 2 name on the list is Darth Placer.
Oh,
darn.
right.
Tick-tock.
Darth.
Ticky. Ticky, ticky,
Darth, are you out there?
Oh, he's out
You
there.
should be.
She says. Congrats, Darth.
Oh, way to go, Darth. Congrats, brother. No.
Wait, he didn't say he was here.
Yeah, no, that doesn't count. Ouch does not count. You're disqualified. We need to pick a new name, I think.
He gets disqualified for saying ouch. That's the stop word. You know, that's the safe word, ouch. So, okay. Yeah, Darth, congratulations, brother. You just won a 1 pound plus bag of Tommy Knocker's Pay Dirt from our good friend Gary Bast over there at Tommy Knockers. So, way to go, Darth.
And thanks, Gary,
And
for sure.
Thank you, Gary. That is awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, heck yeah.
With all the technical difficulties we had, that was really nice.
Yes, it was. Thank you. Thank you.
It made waiting around worth it.
And we're sorry, no Kevin Hoagland. He didn't show up, so maybe Wednesday. That's all I can say on that. So we'll just go ahead, Kathleen, and wrap it up because we held everybody so long. It's 10 o'clock. Let's just go ahead and call it a night.
All right.
I think we've covered everything. So, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. And we'll be back Wednesday with no technical difficulties. And maybe Kevin will be here. So, till then, have a great week, everybody. We're out of here. Good night, y'all.
Good night, Gold Digger.
Good night, everyone.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.